To give us their opinion on Dave Byrnes' speech, please now welcome the elder statesman in the room of Toastmasters, Mr. Ray Mulvihill.
Thank you, Mark. Evaluating Dave is a difficult thing to do. I aspire to be an evaluator, and when I hear his speech, I think, oh, I got some work to do to raise to that level. There's so many things that you do well, Dave, as you talk to us and as you share your story. That it's difficult to specify any single one. And it was those things that I saw the first time I heard you speak, and they just continue to be there to impress me. There are some things that you asked me to focus on specifically, and it actually refers to the content. And you wanted to know what was extraneous that didn't need to be part of the speech. That's asking for a lot of detail, and so I would recommend a couple of things. I would recommend, number one, watch your video and do your evaluation of that. It'll help you a lot. The other thing is, after you've done that, I'd like to see you write your speech, and that'll get rid of a lot of extraneous words and even paragraphs. And when I say write your speech, I don't mean write it down. I mean, talk it down. So because there's a tendency for us when we start writing that we get pedantic. And so avoid that, talk it down. Use your talking brain as you write it down, and you will see a lot of things. I thought at times that the structure could have been tighter, and so I'd like you to work on that. The one thing that you were asked to do was to put stories into your speech to the point where the speech became a story. And I think that's all there. I thought to myself, I think I would use a different title. And I think a title that might work for you would be something such as Snow on the Mountain, Don't Put Out the Volcano. Because we can be introverted and still be powerful. Something like that might be a way to catch our attention. In your conclusion, I think I'd like to have heard something about what was the result. We know that it started when you turned your back on something, but we didn't find out where it ended up for you, and so I'd like to see something there. I got on a bench, and I was swirling into the drain, and the whole world is passing by in a normal way. And I started asking myself some questions. I think that could be your start instead of some of the other things that came up. It's always a pleasure, and of course, please smile more. Yeah, we need to see that smile. It's always a pleasure to hear you, and I thank you for what you had to say. Thanks.